Three, two, one. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Bedrock Let's Play series. This is episode 23, I believe. Something like that. Anywho, quite a bit's happened since I last recorded this. I have done 2 streams, one to commemorate the return, I guess, which I streamed can't remember when I streamed it. It was either before or after. I think it was before the first episode hit. Maybe it was after. Anywho, quite a bit's changed since I last recorded. One, the village is prospering, which is always good news. I learned it is pointless to put the workstations in the buildings I built for them, because once there are a lot of one type of villager, they can't really access the house. Well, that is to say, they can't really they can't get in the building to the workstation. And there seems to be farmers that are confused, thinking that they can access their workstation through this wall, which they can't, and this guy can't get to his workstation in there. I don't know, something's bugged with villager pathing to where they apparently don't know how to path to their workstations properly. Which I find kind of weird, but oh well. Also, I moved the potato farm from over there to over here. I don't know if I ever actually had that on camera or not. I think I did. Anyway, it served me well. I also made a sugarcane farm. I'll explain why my inventory is like this in a second. And a bamboo farm, which I built on stream, which was originally down here, but it didn't grow down there, so I moved it up to the surface and made it far bigger. Anyway, it's kind of a I kind of regret building that because it's not really making getting sticks any easier. So yeah, it's basically not very efficient. It'd probably be more efficient if I made it smaller. It'd probably be way more efficient then, but as it stands right now, it's not very efficient at all. So I might need to revise that a third time. One thing that doesn't need revising, just sugarcane farm. It does excellent. Potato farm does really good too. In fact, it is I've been busy. I have been very, very busy. By that I mean sitting in there while waiting for these to grow. Anywho. Oh yeah, I've also been AFKing the farm up there, which since I last recorded I have converted into a creeper, spider, and skeleton farm, I guess. So yeah, I need to build a proper creeper farm at some point, but it has been working pretty well for me to have that much TNT. And I also have a shulker box with firework rockets in it. Somewhere. No, it's in my inner chest. I can't be forgetting that now. I can't be forgetting that. Anywho, what I'm going to start on today's episode, and yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna load this up with fire res potions. Yeah, let's load that up with fire res potions. There's where the rest of my ladders went. Been looking for those. That's besides the point. Where we're going, time doesn't matter. I feel like I'm forgetting something, which I must be, but anywho, I'm going to explain what we're going to be getting ourselves into this episode. Basically, not that, nor that, though I'm preparing for that. That'll probably be in a live stream very soon. I need enough netherite for the tools and armor that is in my inventory, but aside from that, enough for these as well. That is 4 duplicates of this pickaxe. Which, by the way, if you're watching this, yeah, comment a name for these, because I want to name them so I can differentiate them. Yeah, that'd be much appreciated. I'm not too fond of having to switch pickaxes just for that one item. Really? Come back up here. Yeah, come here. You don't even get the sword. You get the one-shot bow. Not gonna lie, I kind of hate the bed is too far away thing. I mean, I get it, but yeah, it's not on here. Oh yeah, it's not down there either. Well, yeah, I guess it is. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is setting up something pertaining to killing or the gathering of wither skeleton skulls. I'm still thinking about the village thing, because it's not turning out exactly the way I thought it would. So, reconsidering that. Just the tiniest bit. But yeah. Ideally, I want netherite tools and armor before I attempt the wither, although I'm not sure it's going to make that much of a difference. If you don't know the wither on Bedrock, oh god, what? Why are there so many animals in here? Why would you come in here? This place is literally hell. Literally. Animals with problems aside, yeah, this way goes to a fortress which is actually closer. By the way, first episode with actual in-game audio. That was on my part. Yeah, it's totally on me because I did not notice that. Yeah, I didn't notice that it wasn't picking up the sounds because I didn't check the episodes. I just recorded like 6 of them, basically one after another, and didn't check that it was actually tracked right. And hopefully it is this time too. Hopefully it's actually recording the audio track this time, or I'm going to look like a major idiot. Is it? It has to be, right? Hang on. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now the heart attack is over. Now I know I said this was closer. It's still quite a long way away from the actual really? I can't wait till I have this iced, and you guys can't spawn in here. Because one side is going to be packed ice, and the other side is going to be slabs. I need the elytra on for now. I'm going to go ahead and drink this just in case we encounter any lava on the way down. Because, yeah, I'm not going to cover this side up because I'm going to be installing a ladder on one side, and I want it to be kind of obvious where I should place the ladder. I'm just going to crack a joke about this because I can. But what if this actually isn't where the fortress is? Yep, and that's why we drink the fire res potion. That is perfect. Now I'm going to make this area here safe, so nothing can spawn here. It's probably not a good thing to have that there. Ooh. Oh, I just got an achievement. That's what pulled my attention for a minute. Staying frosty, I believe, was what it was. For drinking a fire resistance while being in lava. Something like that. I'm honestly surprised I hadn't gotten that one already. Because when I'm doing anything in the Nether or in a fortress, I heavily rely on fire res. I've got 5 minutes of that left. Which the only thing about it that sucks is that you can only make a potion that goes up to 8 minutes. And yeah, hopefully whilst doing this project, I can actually acquire a good amount of blaze rods. Because that's what I need. Is there anything over here? Or is it all down below me? Okay, so it's sections like these that we like. Where there's a big amount of... oh, that's a lot of... Yeah, it's areas like these that I like. Where there's spaces like this with a... I guess that's not as big as I thought it was. But with a hallway on the other side like this. I like these areas because you can open them up. I need netherrack for that because I don't want to be wasting nether brick. Or I'd prefer to not waste nether brick at any rate. And it's times like this where I'm so thankful I have multiple backup picks. Ironically, I actually need blaze rods. Actually, I could just... Actually, is there anything over this way aside from lava? No, it doesn't look like it. Actually... I really need to swap these out. I hear a skeleton. I need to swap those out because that could get me in trouble real fast. If I chance upon a wither skeleton. Yeah, if you have a little area like this, because I'm not really sure how big the actual code is. Go away. I'm not really sure how big the code the Nether Fortress actually is. But if you clear an area like, say, like this, you can actually make it bigger. And it'll actually spawn wither skeletons here. Screw it. There. I actually really need blaze rods. No, 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 no. And another thing is line of sight. Yep. First skeleton skull. Excuse me. Yeah, just opening an area like this. Second skeleton skull. Well, I guess a beacon isn't that far off, I guess. Not as far off as I thought. By the way, I could have swore that even with efficiency 5, a nether brick was harder to mine than it is. I guess. Now, in my experience, the only downside with opening an area up like this is that, along with the increased chance of... I need that, actually. Along with the increased chance of actually spawning wither skeletons, you also open up possibilities that magma cubes are going to spawn. Which they are incredibly annoying. Come on, eat the food. Eat the food. But yeah. So that's the only downside. This fortress doesn't look like one that it would be too great of an... of one to make these spawning platforms. Okay, I'm just going to aggro these guys on me because they're making me incredibly nervous, them just being over here. So, come on. Come here, guys. Should probably actually make a coward hallway. And probably not use the stuff it took me a while to smelt to do it. Even though these guys don't really do that much damage to me on easy. I should probably keep a few more of these in my inventory than I currently have. 3 minutes. That's still quite a bit of time. And I'm going to need I need to take care of these guys every chance I get. Because I actually need a sizable amount of their potions for when we do go netherite mining. Sniper duel? Sniper duel. And yes, I want strength potions too for the wither. So I need to kill blazes. Because I'm almost out of blaze powder, which of course you need to brew stuff with now. I kind of miss the days when that wasn't the case. That was a long time ago now. Come here, skeleton. One thing I love to do is to get a skeleton or something to shoot one of the pigmen. Ah. If you can't stand the heat, shouldn't have came to the nether. Yeah, I love getting a skeleton or something to shoot a zombie pigman. I don't know why. Yeah, looks like I might not have to widen this fortress up. Well, I'm certainly glad I don't need netherwart for anything. Ooh, saddle. I might get a horse even though I don't really need it. Because of the elytra and all, but... Ooh. I don't really need those, but I will certainly take them. I mean, I suppose a diamond beacon would be a nice thing to have. Just purely for the vanity of it, I guess. He didn't drop any blaze powder. That's unfortunate. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're going to... the best fortress to use for collecting the wither skeleton skulls would be a fortress that spawns in a soul sand valley, which that's because skeletons spawn there a lot. Unfortunately, this seed didn't happen to have that, or It probably does, but it would take far too long to specifically just search that out just for that one specific purpose. Are these guys fire resistant? I seem to notice that my sword is not lighting them on fire, but yet I believe they can burn in lava. Trying not to take too much damage. Oh man, sensory overload. Sensory overload. And by that I mean there is way too much going on in this one area at this one time. Oh. Oh. You broke free. There are so many mobs. Ah. Good God. The only downside to this is you get so many stone swords. Also, after 1.18, it is a very good way to farm coal. Though my favorite way to obtain, I guess, a coal substitute is still dark oak. Come here, skeleton. Yeah, I need to watch what I'm doing with this, because if I shoot one of them pigmen, it ain't going to be a very good day. Yeah, they don't burn with the fire aspect, but I'm pretty sure if they were to fall into lava, they'd die. Oh. Hi, guy. Let's do that. Where'd he go? There's two down that hallway, I believe. Yep. I'm just gonna segment this hallway. Ooh. Now, what am I running for? Ooh. I like how this went from let's expand the fortress to let's just go ahead and get the skulls now. That snowballed. I've actually got pretty much... Oh. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on that before I forget and it winds me in hot water. Haha. Ooh. That's one of those times where I'm glad it's not Java Edition. Because it would have swept, you know, the sweeping attack. It would have did that and hit the pigman, and it would have been game over. Like what happened that one time I tried speedrunning. Yeah, the reference I'm making is, I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil that stream. The reference I'm making is I accidentally hit a pigman and didn't think too much about it. I survived the bit in the nether. After I did that, I was fine. I made it out after getting all the eyes. And I go through the portal, which I had made in a lava pool. Okay, you burned my drops. But, anywho, I hear it. I hear one. Oh. Get off of that. Anyway, I make it. I hit a pigman. I survive in the nether. I make it out of the nether. And there's one that had went through my nether portal and was waiting on the other side and knocked me into lava. So, I was pretty salty. Still am. Because that one little rookie mistake that I had basically survived came back and bit me in the ass. Like I had actually predicted it would. Yeah. These stone swords are pretty much useless. Oh! Yeah, not keeping an eye on that. Is it just me, or is looting 3 kind of bugged at the moment? Because I noticed this with the shulker shells, that it seems like sometimes you get something, sometimes you don't. Oh, I'll take that weather skull. But yeah, I pretty much have everything I need to defeat the wither, because all I'd have to do is make some strength potions, which I pretty much got the stuff on me to do at the moment. So theoretically, I could go back to the overworld and fight the wither this episode. That's not my plan, and I'm most certainly not going to do it. But theoretically, I could. Yeah, the only downside to having a looting on this sword when you're doing this is all of the bones you get. But see, this, I didn't come in here with this coal, so like I said, it is a pretty reliable way to also farm coal. And if you had a way to specifically farm these wither skeletons, ooh. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I'm here for skeletons, but not your kind. But yeah, sometimes you get drops with looting. Currently, sometimes you don't. I don't know, it's kind of just a small observation I've made. Anything over there? No. Never seems to be anything over there. Oh, you got separated. That's kind of funny. I'm sorry if the controller spam is loud. It probably is. I'll move the controller away from the mic a bit. 5 wither skeleton skulls. One more. Beef. Excuse me, I actually only need one more. And we'd be able to do the wither, or fight the wither 2 times. Which, to be honest, isn't really that difficult if you're on easy on Bedrock. Now, if you're on hard, ooh. If you're on hard, the fight is actually harder than it is on Java. But yeah, on easy, not so much. On easy, the fight actually might be easier than it is on Java. Just, I wouldn't recommend trying to use Java tricks like spawning it underground at Bedrock. I wouldn't recommend trying that even on easy on Bedrock, because the wither, if you do that, just has a tendency to fly up. Your best move is to spawn it out in the open on the surface. Only problem with doing that is you can only use the same spot to fight so many withers, because it eventually just... yeah. It eventually just becomes completely unusable. I heard skeletons. I don't know where, though. That way goes to nowhere. There. I hear another one. Hi there. Aggro can work so weird sometimes. Like, for example, there's no way he didn't see me the first time I popped my head up. But I had to do it again for him to actually aggro. Yeah, theoretically, I could do 2 wither fights and call it an episode. But I'm not, because I'd prefer to do them all at once. I need to fight at least 7, and I feel like that'd make for its own. Not so much interesting episode, but it'd be kind of its own thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Because that's the mega beacon plus the mining beacon. Which, yeah. I'm going to need a few mining beacons for, a few of my projects. I have one that I haven't written down and put in a dispenser yet. That is going to take forever. And not to just... excuse me, I need a drink. Not to just borrow more ideas from the Book of Toy Cap, which I tend to do quite often. But I'm going to build an ancient city. Or that's the idea of the project, is to build an ancient city. The hard part is, unlike Toy Cat, who basically built an ancient city from the first kind of concept art, I guess, or layout of one. I guess a demo of an ancient city. Unlike that, I will be rebuilding one of my ancient cities in this world, block by block. The twist being on the surface. Which I'm not sure how original that idea is. I just had it earlier today. But it sounds like one of the things... It sounds like something that would be an interesting project to pull... Oh, crap. That actually jump scared me. But yeah. That was an idea. And another one is to build a woodland mansion. Which, thinking about, it's just going to be a massive pain. But I don't know. If I could do that and make that a base, that'd be kind of cool. Or maybe put a farm or something in it. Shoot that blaze. Yeah, see, he didn't drop anything. No bones, nothing. Excuse me, I have to wonder if that's a bug or not. Oh, I hear more than one. Yeah. I wonder if that's a bug when they don't drop anything at all. Is there a room under this? No? I guess they just fell off. Yeah. You're taking up the mob cap, buddy. But yeah. It seems like a pain, and I'm not really sure what I would use it for, just to, other than to look at it, I guess. But it seemed like an interesting enough idea. Now, the ancient city, I probably actually would make my base. Just because it's a interesting structure that I'm not really sure how it's going to look above ground. But yeah, oh, I mentioned I would be designing it after one of the two ancient cities in my world. I do know of those because I have a copy of the world that I put into creative and basically explored where I thought there might be two ancient cities. Oh, come on, skeleton. Okay, that wasn't what I was going for, but that was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm glad I got away from that when I did, or I may have been pushed off. Which I haven't got my elytra on. You know what? I'm going to put that on the hotbar so I can switch to it real quick if need be. Because I don't want to particularly fall off and die in lava. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna put this stuff away. And go back to what I came here to do. Which will make more sense in a minute. But yeah. Basically, by opening big areas up like the one here, you can increase the amount of skeletons that'll spawn in this area. But at the same time, with the biome I'm in, I'm also opening up more areas for magma cubes to spawn. And this also goes for Nether Waste Fortress 2, which can be mildly annoying. And I hope if you do this in the Crimson Forest biome, I think that's what it's called. I hope if you do this there, it doesn't start spawning hoglins, because that would royally suck. To have to deal with them on top of everything else that spawns in these. Yeah, I just happened to draw the short end of the stick, and this happened to be in a basalt delta. But this is so much easier to work with here than to have to go to one that is literally 500 blocks away. So while the biome may be one of the less desirable ones, but it serves its purpose. And hopefully it serves it quite well. I can't say it doesn't, since we've been here. I have gotten almost enough wither skeleton skulls to do the wither twice. So I can't complain too much, because I have been getting returns on my investment. Just how far that's going to go, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, basically what I'm trying to do here. Also, I completely forgot that my simulation distance is set to 6 instead of 2 or 4. Might want to remedy that in a minute. Oh, I ain't covered. Yeah, that can also cause... What are the odds of that? Yeah, seriously, what are the odds of that whole thing just being lava? Come here, buddy. Repair my pickaxe. Good blaze. But yeah, basically, just having a room, it doesn't have to be the biggest in the world, but just having a room like this carved out in one of these can increase your spawn rates. For wither skeletons significantly. So, would recommend. Would 100% recommend. Even in cases like this, I'm not sure this over here is actually going to spawn anything. It works better if you can have an area where there's a bunch of hallways kind of close. So I'm not terribly certain that this is actually going to do anything or not. But we can experiment. And that is what this area over here, this small corner, is. Essentially. And there we go. And the bigger you can make these rooms, the better. Because the bigger they are, the more chance... Actually... I'm gonna just... Oh. There we go. See if this makes a difference to anything. I see we already have some spawned. I thought we got a skull just there. Holy crap. That is a ton of blaze. That is so many blazes. But yeah, basically, if we just run away from this room, over here, for example, hey, come on down here, buddy. Come on. Here, I'll make you a way down here. Oh, you went around. Yeah, basically, you want something where you can just run away from this room and then run back. Most of the time, you don't even really have to go that far before it'll have weather skeletons in it. And the bigger the... Okay, does anyone notice that since I turned my simulation distance down, I just got 2 skeleton skulls in a row? That's probably coincidence rather than correlation. Yeah, that's probably just a coincidence. But certainly, like I said, more of these guys spawn in here. And that's going to be a common theme as this room gets bigger. Which I don't think it's going to get much bigger than this because I'm not going to need it. Well, at least I don't think I am. Hello? Oh. Oh, hi guys. Also, I'm not sure if this is part of the structure or not, but this is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't want to miss you and hit the pigman. Yeah, basically I had my sim distance turned up for when I was AFK farming. Or AFK whilst farming, rather. You guys need to go. Always get rid of the blazes in your area before you kill the skeletons. Because I didn't once in one shot a fireball and burnt the wither skeleton skull. It was not fun. I hear more skeletons. Here, guys. I'm gonna kill these two, and then I'm gonna end the episode. Excuse me. My God. It seems like there's so many more blaze here than in a normal fortress. Is it the biome, possibly? Nah, probably just a coincidence. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. A bit of a longer one. But anyway, if you guys like this episode, of course, leave a like. If you didn't, well, I used to say leave a dislike, but... Oh, fire bad. I used to say leave a dislike, but that doesn't really do anything anymore. So, yeah. If you liked it. If you really liked it, drop a subscribe. Other than that, I've been confined to 68.1, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is a small side note. If you can't tell, I plan on doing the weather soon, and I've got some really big projects planned, so yeah. I hope you guys will join me for the future adventure, which doesn't seem to be so far off at the moment. One more and then that's 3. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to end it off here before I continue. Yep. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.